Hello everyone, my name is Yuko Tomizuka. I'm a global real estate investment advisor with 30 years of experience and I have evaluated more than 20,000 property cases. Today I would like to speak something about business philosophy because nowadays under pandemic and then a lot of uncertainties are going on uh, in our environment, surrounding environment, we really need to have a sort of compass by which we can identify and indicate the right direction. So the very famous Japanese entrepreneur, Mr. Inamori, he founded Kyocera, the global leader of fine ceramics, and he set up the KDDI, one of the top top three telecommunication company in Japan, and he realized the dramatic revitalization of JAL, Japan Airline, just after Lehman crash. So I would like to share with his business philosophy with you. Today's topic is this one, how to screen the information. Number one, there are a lot of information going on, and then we have to screen one from the other. That we have to pick up good ones, relevant ones, and useful and supportive information for us. So to judge information, there are 7 criteria from Mr. Inamori's viewpoint. Number one, is this indicator the right thing as a human being? Number two, was that driven by subliminal mindset? Number three, does this hold the supreme objective? Number four, was that justified by actual examples? Number five, was anything unusual found? Number six, can the issuer's personality be seen? Number seven, are words and actions of the influencer identical? Let me experiment number one. Is this indicating the right thing as a human being? Mr. Inamori mentioned that corruption, fraud cases of big companies have been uncovered on the news. Management teams of those companies are so-called elites, and they should know ethical values and code of conduct. However, how come they forget those important values? Therefore, Mr. Inamori had always mentioned that Kyocera put importance on what we were taught in our childhood by our parents. This is very primitive, but fundamental, and we have to respect. Never tell lies, be honest, don't steal, be fair, and work hard. We have to think about those values when we assess information. The tips number two, was that driven by subliminal mindset? Unconscious subliminal mindset. While Mr. Inamori mentioned the ethical value, I'd like to analyze it from psychological aspect. Most so-called elites have a sort of mental block towards superiority. In other words, they are excessively sensitive to inferior. And therefore, their subliminal minds sharply find something inferior to the standard in the output delivered by other their people, and those elite start attacking them. They tend to be intolerant to people deliberate that those elite find to be poor, as they unintentionally and sensitively look for something inferior. They naturally become persons who are hard to please. Under such an environment, interestingly, people get to make more mistakes than under the environment where there's less accusation or criticism. So those top elite managements tend to cover those mistakes because they believe that those are the spots in their brilliant, perfect careers and the ones which were not supposed to happen in their companies. So those are the fundamental reason why corruption happened in those top companies. This seems to be the mechanism why the scandals happen to the big name companies which have been led by elite management. Number three, does this hold a supreme objective? Mr. Tsukamoto, a founder and a president of Wako, a globally famous female underwear company. Once before, Mr. Tsukamoto scolded a business leader in Kyoto who tried to argue with Mr. Inamori over Kyocera's demanding corporate culture. Tsukamoto mentioned, how come such a small fry like you could believe yourself to be the same leader as Inamori? I have respected Inamori a lot So why don't you reassess yourself before challenging Inamori? Look at your company and look back at what you have done. This is an episode to show that company holding a supreme philosophy has spontaneously get uh, unexpected respect from others. The words behaviors coming from such a company as Kyocera should be looked at with respect. This is a very good example. Number four, was that justified by action example? By an action example, Mr. Inamori told us as follows. KDDI is also a company that was created based on our philosophy. We didn't have either communication technology or a lot of capital. A few young engineers committed themselves to the starting up and compete with the huge NTT, the number one top telecommunication company in Japan. We were able to grow into today's KDDI. I believe that we achieved that goal because our philosophy governing the business of KDDI was wonderful. It can be said that the Kyocera philosophy is a proven and perfect corporate philosophy. I hope that all of you keep learning the Kyocera philosophy with confidence for the future. Tips from number 5 to 7 will be shared in the next blog. Should you have any queries or doubt, please email to this address or just like this button. Thank you so much.